Hello everybody. Alright, my name is Habib and today we would like to share with you guys what is our point of view with what has happened to gold. Okay, as we know, this is quite a historical moment to the financial markets because this dump or this kind of crazy move, not just to gold but also to other instruments like indices and others, right? So guys, let me just share with you guys first, alright, that our way of approaching the market is not only based on technical, so we also include fundamental analysis together because we think that is one of the most important thing, okay, for us to know as traders, not just the price but the reason behind the price. Okay, and I believe that each and every one of us, we can see how important it is, especially in this kind of environment, right? Back to the topic. Okay, so first thing first, this price here, as we can see, it goes up significantly. It was due to the uncertainty. To make it easier, it was due to the geopolitical uncertainty by that time. It was due to the tariffs, wars, so all this uncertainty that was leading the price to the upside, up to the extent that that was the highest price in the history, around 5,500 ish. However, during this moment, okay, from my point of view, it was like an idle moment, okay, which there was no new stimulus that could lead gold's price to go even higher. Hence, whenever there is like a sentiment shift that is quite influential, all right, that was about what? About Kevin Walsh. Okay, who is Kevin Walsh? Okay, so this is the Kevin Walsh. Previously, the other name was Kevin Hassett, if I'm mistaken. Okay, this was the Trump's people, all right, that he might replace Powell. Okay, as we know with the dramas and all, okay, between Trump and Powell, right? So the new person that might be replacing Powell is Kevin Walsh. Okay, so how did this news became so influential or so powerful that made gold dump like this? Okay, one of the reason, from my point of view, it was due to Kevin Walsh. Historically, he is more on the hawky side, or in other words, the way he manages the balance sheet and all, he was like more on the hawky side. So whenever his name was appeared, all right, so we can see that actually his history on the way he is managing the policy and whatnot is more on the hawky side. So that's why within this idle period, all right, and plus, all right, on top of that, we can see it was like so high. All right, we can say also it was due to the profit taking and whatnot. But one of the biggest stimulus by that time was the Kevin Walsh name was called into replacing Powell. Okay, so that was the reason why, and that is from the fundamental standpoint. So in our way of approaching market, okay, just sharing with you guys. First thing first, we need to know what's going on with the fundamental first. Okay, so fundamental will give us the bias. All right, so as we know around here, the news regarding the Kevin Walsh was around this area. Okay, this zone. So once we get the fundamental, then only we will look into technical analysis. Okay, so what's the role here? So fundamental giving us the bias, technical will give us the permission. So either we already have the fundamental, but if we don't have the technical, still we cannot say it as a valid setup. All right, so that is why we need technical as well. All right, so that's why they need each other. Okay, so back to the topic, guys. Now, wait, hold on. Okay, so guys, we already have the fundamental, which during this time it was due to the Kevin Walsh. Okay, one of the biggest stimulus or factor behind it. Okay, so we have the fundamental. Let me just put it as FA. Alright guys, so for those who is watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, share it to your friends if you find it beneficial. And don't forget to drop down below your comments. At least I know that you guys are watching, and at least you guys can give me good feedbacks, okay, so that I can know what else to improve and whatsoever. Okay guys, okay, continue. Okay, so we have the fundamental, which is on the downside. Okay. Now we go to the technical. So for technical, all right, our method, okay, the one that I will be sharing today, okay, is one of the simplest one, okay, which is what we call it as just catch. Okay, so just catch, how do we use it? It's actually based on candlestick pattern, all right, not chart pattern but candlestick pattern, all right, because yes, we do use multiple time frames, but usually if we want to use it, we will use it for swing kind of style. Okay, but if it's on the day trade, using just single time frame is not an issue. Okay, because for us, fundamental itself is already quite strong. Okay, for the confluence. Okay, but if we just use technical, then that's a different story. Okay, guys, I hope you guys understand it. Okay, so it was around this area where we can see the price started to dump down. All right, so around this level, we just look for the just catch. Okay, maybe I'll be making another video how to use just catch. Comment down below if you guys want it or you guys need it. All right, so we'll share with you guys how to use this method, but this is how it looks like. For those who already understand how just catch works, they will understand and they will see how we get this entry. Okay, so this was the catch, come back, all right, and give us the shooting star as a confirmation, and we can put it on top of the structure and we can see the price just melt down. Okay, so the way we manage the trades, usually we will just put it as 1 to 2, also it's acceptable, or also or 1 to 1 also acceptable, but once it goes to 1 to 1, then we will move our stop loss to break even, and then, you know, just trail it throughout the journey, okay, of the price. Okay, so as we can see, this is just sharing with you guys, okay, for the illustration purpose from this setup. So we can see this setup got around 1 to 10 risk reward ratio. Okay, so that's it. That's for the quick explanation. This is just my try and error, guys, okay, for this my very first video, okay, regarding gold with the fundamental in English. Okay, so if there's any weakness here and there, I hope you guys can understand, and keep in touch, guys. Thank you so much for your support. You guys take care and have a good one.